Let's get ready to rumble on Ubuntu running a lamp stack. So what is a lamp stack? A lamp stack is, well, spell out lamp, L-A-M-P. L is for Linux because it's running on Linux. A is for Apache, which is a web server. M is for MySQL, my SQL Server, MySquirrel. That is the database that the front end will communicate with. If it needs to pull or manipulate or update data, it needs to interact with the database as well as balancing traffic. So like a CRUD application, create, read, update, delete. We will need to go in and fill out a form and update records. All that data is essentially stored on a database. So think of Facebook, for example. Anytime you update your profile, it needs to send that data back to the database for it to update. So we'll walk through that process. And then last but least, P stands for PHP. And that is the it's a back end web development programming. So we're building that out on the back end with PHP. So PHP interacts with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So a lot of the applications out there are built in PHP. It's kind of taken a steep decline as we transition towards the cloud and go serverless. JavaScript has kind of replaced that in a lot of different areas. Node.js, Python. I mean, PHP is slowly becoming, well, it's not obsolete. I think it's a pretty cool language, and we'll build some programs just to demonstrate how powerful it actually is. So let's install our web server, lamp stack. So the first thing we want to do is I want to get out of the desktop directory, so I'm going to cd, change directory out of it, and I want to go sudo apt get update. And I have sudo privileges. Most will not, especially if you don't need it. And we want to always run a sudo apt get update. Actually, what you really want to do is run the sudo apt get update and upgrade and distribution upgrade before going any further, but we already did that, so I'm not going to waste time with that. So the next step is we want to install Apache. So sudo apt install Apache 2. Yes. And then once this installs, we're going to want to go through and whitelist it in our firewall so it's not getting blocked. And this will be using port 80 and port 443. Port 80 is HTTP. 443 is HTTPS, which is what we want the most these days. So in order to whitelist it, we will go sudo ufw app list. So okay, it might already be whitelisted. Very good. Just to be safe, apt ufw allow. Alright, very good. So now all we have to do is go to the website of this machine. So how do I do that? I don't want to read through all that jumble, so we're gonna grep. And I really don't want to read through all that either, so we're going to awk. And then we could either cut. In this case, we're going to use SED. Just trying to type in the dark here, and I usually don't have to look at my keyboard, but oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, wait a second. So it is. Oh, my up key's not working on this keyboard. There is a command I can use. There it is. Come on, up key. My up key's broken, so it's not working. Okay. So anyway, so let's go to this IP address. Copy pod in there, and it should take us to the. Very good. So pretty cool.